and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, one of the great stories is Julius Randle becoming an all-star in New York. Randle said it's been a lot of hard work paying off. As a shooter, a passer, a leader, you name it, I've gotten to flip the script on my own reputation, while also helping with this larger thing we have going, changing the reputation of our entire franchise. Mission accomplished, Kevin.
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kemba Walker.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randle. Alec Burks is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Noel in at the 5. And for Minnesota, Russell is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward. Of course, there have been some early surprise teams. Some have fallen by the wayside, but some are for real.
Right, Kevin, and that's one of the most exciting parts of the season. You know, some teams get out of the gates really strong, but the long course of an 82-game regular season wears, and then the flaws become exposed. So the real contenders, those that consistently compete at a high level, they are the teams that we know will be there after 82 games.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Russell dishes to Towns. Count the basket.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
And Towns does so many things well on the floor, Doris, but you can't forget about his rebounding.
Right, this guy puts up huge rebounding totals every night. You can pencil him in for double digits every night on the backboards. This guy can anchor your team's rebounding.
The free throw drops for Towns.
And Towns, not known for his rim protection, but he's improved in that area recently, challenging and changing more shots.
Now here's Randle. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. It's Edwards on the wing. Barrett covering. Russell passes to Vanderbilt. Fournier against Russell. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Over Fournier. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. And with Towns, Greg, you knew he had the potential for rim defense, and it became a focus for him.
Yeah, and a lot of defense is putting in the effort. Credit Towns for improving in that area, and we'll see if he can take another step defensively.
The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Free throw good, Russell.
And to me, the ceiling that D'Angelo Russell has is really high. This guy is dynamic, he's confident, he can score it, and he's just going to continue to want to prove himself.
No one near Randle as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
There's the pass to Towns. And there it is for him. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Rose against Russell. And it's Rose penetrating. Vanderbilt with the block. Rose against Beverley. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game. Randle a screen on Beverley, and there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul.
First team.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota.
Substitution.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Okogie comes in for Vanderbilt. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Beasley in for Patrick Beverley. Then for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Noel. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And quickly in for Alec Burks. Throws no good for Minnesota. They've gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Russell passes to Reed. He kicks it to Beasley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Beasley against Quickly. 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Robinson a screen on Beasley. The shot's good from Quickly.
3.
And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They lead by 4. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And we've seen the improvement for the Knicks under coach Tom Thibodeau. His star, Julius Randle, defines Tibbs' approach.
He genuinely cares about you as a human being, as a person. He wants to see you really excel as a player, and he knows that the only way to do that is through the grind, through hard work, through putting the hours and the effort in day after day. So that's his thing. He's going to push you in practice, push you in workouts. And he's your biggest fan when you're out there on the court.
He is indeed in that effort and grittiness, something we've seen from Thibodeau's teams over the years.
And Knicks fans recognize that brand of basketball. You think back to the years with Ewing and Oakley in the middle. It fits in the Big Apple.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randle and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Burks in at the point. And that one's good. Towns. Hey, Greg, you made your money on the defensive end. What was the toughest kind of player to defend? A one-on-one guy or a constant movement type of player?
I've always will say that it's harder to guard movement. You know, as a defender, you drill a lot about guarding the basketball. But when a guy is great without it, man, that is the hardest job you can have defensively. Working on consistency with that jumper, you can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Vanderbilt comes in for Josh Okogie, and it's Prince in for Beasley. What? And that one falls for Barrett. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people. You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Randle with the bucket.
Well, the defense is smart to get close to Randle, but he powers through it anyway.
Towns sets the pick for Beverly. Towns down low. Gibson on him. From 13, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And big men who can shoot really changes the dynamic of your offense.
It's almost gotten to the point where you have to be able to hit that face-up jumper nowadays. Very few exceptions to that rule.
Now, here's Burks. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Beverly against Burks. And the foul on Alec Burks. That's his first foul. Some changes for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And then for New York, Obi Toppin's checked in for Randall. Quickly comes in for R.J. Barrett. And it's Rose in for Burks. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Quickly. Nice D from Russell. Timberwolves leading by 8. Fires the 3. And no good that time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
Let's see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Great to see you. And speaking of great, see what I did there? Karl Anthony Towns had an incredible first half.
He's been excellent so far, shooting with great efficiency, carrying the offense. They have to be talking about him in the locker room, thinking how they can stop this guy.
And now let's talk about the clash of the Titans in that first half. Big-time performances on both sides.
If you could have drawn up an ideal scenario for this game, this would be it. The big dogs trying to one-up each other, neither giving an inch. Everyone in the building and watching at home must be eating this up. You know I am.
And that's our halftime show. Thanks to the Big Diesel.
Well, thank you, Gomer pal.
Well, does that make me the sergeant? I got to get the order around here, Ernie.
Shaq, where were you going with Gomer Pyle?
I don't know, Ernie. Is that a good accent or not? Probably not.
Shazam, Shazam.
That's a good one.
Never a dull moment, folks. We'll see you later.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. We've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Patrick Beverley. Edwards is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forwards position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And Doris, the last few years for Russell has seen a lot of turnover and change for that young man.
And you know what? That can really slow down a player on the court more than you think. Last handful of years, Russell has changed teams and coaches several times, and yet he has still continued to be a factor on the floor. This is what you get when you combine size and touch. Karl Anthony Towns in the paint, that's good.
Burks looking around. Noel, a screen on Beverley. Outside Fournier. Just 5 to shoot. Noel, a screen on Edwards. The shot's good from Fournier.
Evan Fournier has proven over and over, you better get a hand up and contest from 3 or he will make you pay.
Randall against Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Towns sets the pick for Beverly. Out to Russell. Launches a 3. Drops in the tray. Russell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Timberwolves.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Pass to Randall. Stolen by Beverly. Pass to Vanderbilt. To the right side. Passes it to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Going inside. Basket good. Beverly's got his second basket of the night.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight mates.
Randall outside. Now the pass to Burks. Randall a screen on Beverly. The 11-footer. For 3, Barrett sinks the three-pointer. Barrett's got 6 points.
Well, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
Towns a screen on Burks. They get a hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Okogie comes in for Vanderbilt. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Beasley in for Patrick Beverly. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Noel. Toppin comes in for Randall. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. And it's Rose in for Burks. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Pass to Okogie. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Robinson. To the middle. Toppin passes to Quickly. There's Russell with the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Russell's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Timberwolves. D'Angelo Russell getting it done for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And New York, looking at who they've got. Toppin is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's Rose. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Barrett at the 3, the small forward. Quickly finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Quickly's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Knicks. Timberwolves leading by 12. It's stolen by Rose. Quickly finds Rose. And Barrett slams it in.
Vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Outside, Russell. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Russell's got 10 points here in the second half.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Quickly, and a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Up top, Russell. He's covered by Rose. Back to Russell. Okogie, the pass to Beasley. Deep two from Russell. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
When D'Angelo Russell has that offensive game working, you just want to play through him.
Beasley with the steal. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Reed. Lays it up off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Minnesota.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for D'Angelo Russell.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities. Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Towns kicks to Beverly. Towns high post. Pass to Beverly. 6 to shoot. Back to Towns for the 3. Robinson with the block.
Well, this is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Towns. Okogie comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Taurean Prince in for Edwards. And a new group in for the Knicks. Taj Gibson's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Rose in for Burks. Offensive rebound. It's blocked.
Wow, Patrick Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Patrick. The ball was flying around tonight. A lot of assists. How big was that in the win?
We got one motto. Everybody eats. Everybody get a piece of the pie. We came out here with a good intensity, and to come and play in front of the best fans in the NBA, it makes it easy for us.
Well, you guys shared the wealth tonight, and it led to a win. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you later.